Hello, everyone. I'm Larry Ridley, and this is the NFL on EA Sports. The Bucs come into today's game looking for a way to pick up win number 10 on the season. It's the Steelers going up against the Buccaneers.
Thank you, Larry. With the distinctive pirate ship in the north end zone, we can only be in one place, and that's Raymond James Stadium in Tampa. Nothing like the fanfare of introductions to an NFL game, and that was in evidence a moment ago. Fireworks, pyrotechnics, you name it. This crowd is ready as their guys get set to match up between the Pittsburgh Steelers and the Tampa Bay Buccaneers. The NFL season has hit high gear, and off we go in Week 11 on EA Sports. This is taken at the 3. A nice little juke. Solid return, pretty good field position. They'll start at the 32-yard line. Now the first carry for Le'Veon Bell. And he'll get this one up to about the 39 here. It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3. We should mention, to go along with a great game he had last week, he was rightfully named AFC Offensive Player of the Week.
And he shares that with his offensive line, the tight end, his fullback. He's looking for more and more of that in this game.
Second down following the run.
Black round! Black round! Let's go!
Again, it's Bell. And to the 42-yard line here and brought down there. So just 4 yards on the pickup, but that's good enough to extend the drive.
So many teams want to throw the ball in this situation nowadays, but I love watching a team that has enough confidence to go ahead and run the football in that situation. That's almost a tendency breaker.
Now a first down carry by Bell, and very little daylight there. He'll get a couple up to the 44.
Well, he was looking for some running room, and there wasn't a whole lot of it there on that play. I think he was lucky to get a couple of yards out of it, because those defenders, they were rallying to the football pretty quickly.
And after the play on the ground, that brings up second down here. Kyle Rudolph, the tight end, in motion. They'll run it for the first time with Alvin Kamara. A broken tackle on the run, and then just on the other side of midfield, they get to it. Good work to pick up 7 yards there. That gets them into a 3rd and 1 situation. And he's got the first down yardage before he's brought down at the 42. It's a pickup of 6 and good enough to move the chains.
This drive is pretty clear. Almost feels like old school fundamentals, doesn't it? Want to impose their will on the defense. Was that 5 straight runs?
Yeah, 5 straight carries to start this drive. And like you said, the way it's working, they may just stick with it. Call it no gain on the play, and it'll be second down. And he got off the end there very quickly to make that play.
Yeah, it was almost like the bullet train, wasn't it? I mean, just zoom. Quick, quick, quick. And what a terrific play, holding them to no gain.
Now this time he'll look to throw. Flushed out right. And he's going to get it down to the 33-yard line here. It's a 9-yard pickup on the play, and that is going to set up a 3rd and 1. It's been a 7-play opening drive, and this is 3rd and short. Looks like the defense in press coverage here.
Let's go. 1, 9.
So that'll back him up 5. Here comes the 7th play of this opening drive. They've moved it well, but here's 3rd down.
Here we go. 1, 9. 1, 9. Ohio. Flex round. Flex round. Flex round. Flex round. Here we go. Ohio. Ohio.
After the penalty, it's Bell. And a short gain there down to the 37-yard line. Only a yard on the pickup there, and it's going to leave them with a 4th down.
Well, this was just simply excellent defense. On this 3rd down, they had to be alert for the possibility of a pass, but that didn't stop them at all from understanding what was going on when they decided to run the football. They just swarmed and stopped them for almost no gain.
And he missed it. It's no good, and this will remain a scoreless game. That opening drive looked good for a moment there, but they'll wind up being turned away thanks to the missed field goal.
And those especially hurt when you come into a game on the road. You're trying to get things to go your way early. Back right out of the gate.
And some changes here as the D-line separates some.
Ready. White 25. White.
Now a play fake here on 1st down. Oh, he's going to take a shot right away. And no, incomplete. Boy, they took a shot there on the first play, tried to start it out with a bang, but it's 2nd down.
One of the toughest things about playing defensive back is pattern reading, trying to figure out what they're doing. And on that one, they had to fly, just sending a guy downfield with the in route accompanying it, what people call a dagger route, trying to hit the guy underneath after the clear out. In this case, though, they're not able to get it done.
Yeah, they said forget the underneath route. They went for the guy on the fly, but as you said, incomplete. Second down here after the incomplete pass. Play action now. Winston. He's going to float this one deep right side. Touchdown, Tampa Bay. A big play there. Touchdown number 18 of the year. And the Bucs have taken a first quarter lead.
Brandon, my man, just one sentence for that one. Clinic.
And that's what they've done. They lead the league in points per game this season, but it's been quick strikeability as we saw on that drive.
I think they're actually intimidating defenses because they're back on their heels right away, wondering where it's going to come from, how they're going to hit them. This group is well organized, well coached, and extremely confident in what they do.
Is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. This is taken at the 3. And not a bad return here. He gets it out to the 25-yard line. And Pittsburgh getting set to take the field. And, you know, certainly a lot of football left to be played. We're not into December yet. But right now where we stand, they're first place in their division, looking good, looking to be a threat come January.
And let's think about what every team has in their goals, all right? Number one goal is what? Make the playoffs. Number two goal is win your division. Number three goal, and the biggest goal, I think, is to be the highest seed possible that you can be heading into the playoffs so that you can have as many home games as possible to try and get you to the Super Bowl.
And right now fighting for every win possible to try to at least secure home field for the wild card and or divisional round. See if they stay on the ground for second down. Off the play fake. Marshall, he'll buy some time right. On the run, he'll let it go deep, right sideline. And they went for a big play through the air on second down, couldn't connect. Now it's third. And this pass defense, they were sensational in the win last week, and they're looking good here so far in this first quarter.
You know, we often talk about how offenses get locked in, and that runs over multiple games where they're really, in that zone. Defenses can be the exact same way, and I think we're seeing an example of it here.
The man in motion is Brown. On third down, here's Bell. And he's got the first before he's brought down at the 39-yard.
Hey.
They go play action here on first down. And that'll be incomplete. So the incomplete pass brings up second down. They'll give this to Bell running right. Nowhere to go that time. He maybe got a yard up to the 40.
In order to play really good run defense when you're playing a 3-4, those three guys up front, the nose tackle and the guys they call the defensive ends, they're usually big people because they're going to have to eat up a lot of blockers because it's usually 5-on-3. And when they do their job well, guys who play on the inside, those inside linebackers, they're able to just roam and hit.
They get 9 out of that one, and as a result, the drive continues. Getting the sense, Charles, they're going to put a big emphasis this afternoon on the run game.
And why not? What we're seeing so far, working pretty well from them. And here's the best part. We always talk about the best performers do their job when the lights come on. I think he likes natural light best.
Second down, Kamara. And he'll get this into enemy territory, but not by much as he's down to the 48. Just a gain of a yard there, and now it'll be third down.
Well, so many times we look at a short run and we praise the offense for trying to set the tempo and establish things, but the defensive guys, hey, they just won the battle there. It wasn't a big run given up. They don't always have to absorb the body blows. Sometimes they dish them out themselves.
Call it a gain of 3, and it'll bring up fourth down. now movement and a whistle, and they may have to rethink their plans on 4th down. To punt it away on 4th down, here's Drew Kaiser. They only punted twice in the win last week as he gets this one away. And this one hits at the 1, continues on into the end zone for a touchback. Now the Buccaneer offense set to take over again. And it's only November, but the playoffs, we know how it works. They'll be here before you know it. If it ended today, they would be the #1 seed.
And that's a great spot to be in, but I love the phrase, if it ended today. And I'll guarantee you, that's what they've discussed in their locker room, in their meeting rooms. Yeah, we know where we'd be if it ended today, but we also know it's not ending today.
Right.
So they've got to continue to play the type of ball that put them in the spot where they're #1 in their conference.
He's going to look deep down the field. So they took a shot on 1st down, but couldn't connect.
How about this offense already feeling good about themselves with a touchdown already in their first drive? They've certainly come out firing, even though that one was incomplete.
With the 7-0 lead, more apt to take a shot like that downfield?
Hey, you're 1 to the good. Go ahead and try and press your advantage.
Ready. Blue wave. Mike's 50. Mike's 50.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he's able to plow forward up to about the 29, just shy of the 30. 9 yards on the pickup there as they'll be left with 3rd and 1.
I thought that was a good call. Passing situation on 2nd down. They hit him with a draw instead and pick up nice yardage.
Yeah, because the draw, they're thinking pass when they see that initially defensively, right?
Now, you know, in today's NFL, most of the time on 2nd and long, when it's a passing situation, pass rushers are on the field, and they're only thinking one thing, get to the quarterback. And oftentimes you can bypass them with a running play.
And on 3rd down, a nickel formation here defensively.
Ready. Blue wave.
They go play action. Winston airing this one out for Evans. So they took a shot there on 3rd down, couldn't get it. Now it's 4.
It wasn't 3rd and long. It was more like 3rd and attainable, and oftentimes offense just want to run enough to pick up a 1st down. But I think they wanted a break tendency there. Catch the defense plan for the short pass and push it downfield, and they almost collected a big play.
On 4th down, here's Brian Anger now to kick this one away. And this is away. It's a high kick, and he got all of it. And not what he was hoping for there, as this will hit in the end zone for a touchback. The Steelers offense now, they get ready to head back on the field. And, you know, their previous possession, they were able to move the football, but still wound up punting in the end.
You know, in 2016, Carolina had a 20-play drive that lasted over 10 minutes. And remember how it ended?
In a punt.
Yeah, I mean, how does that happen? You just don't see that happen every day.
And this one maybe not quite that bad, but still, you'd like to have a chance for points if you hold the football that long.
Agreed.
Toward the sideline, and look at that catch. Dragging the toes, and that's going to be a 1st down. Well done. That one goes for 24 yards. Throwing on 1st down. Marshall. And his throw is going to be incomplete. He was looking for his tight end there, Kyle Rudolph. And it's 2nd down.
I tell you, Brandon, this defense is playing with some confidence. Haven't allowed a point yet. Flying to the football. I'm telling you, it's almost 11 to the ball on every snap. Another nice job there to force an incompletion.
Come on, let's go. Flex round. Flex round.
to throw again. Marshall eluding the pressure right. And incomplete there. A nice hit. Jars the ball free and brings up third down.
The one thing that I've liked defensively is that they've shown them a lot of different looks here in the first half. They've come after them. They've sat back. I think that's what you need to do to keep an offense guessing.
And they certainly have kept them on their toes. That's why they haven't had much success on the scoreboard. And James has it. The passing game in rhythm right now for Pittsburgh. There's another first down.
When this offense can get their tight ends involved, they can move the football. Here, a nice route, able to look it in, and picks up the first down.
This is Bell. And running room scarce here. He's going to be stopped in his tracks at the line of scrimmage. Officially no gain on the play, and it's second down.
Let's go! Brand 38! Brand 38! Flex round! Flex round! Here we go! Brand 38!
They'll go again with Bell. And this time the yards won't come so easy as they'll, in fact, tackle him behind the line. And they'll lose a yard that time, and that's going to lead to a third down. And the Steelers on third down. They've converted 4 times out of 6. Not bad. This is third down and 12.
Let's go! Brand 38! Brand 38! Ohio! 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 Let's go! Ohio! Ohio!
They'll bring the tight end in motion right. On third down. It's Bell, and little room to maneuver there. He gets it down to about the 39. Just a 1-yard pickup there, and it'll be fourth down. Now Dan Carpenter. His career long is 60 yards, so he's got a big leg. This will be from 56 yards out. And this kick is not going to be close. It's well short, well right to boot. And this score will stay right where it is. So 2 missed field goals for him now, and that's helped keep them with a big 0 on the scoreboard.
Well, it's not the only reason they have a 0. The offense has been bogged down a few times now, but it's certainly not helping the cause any at all.
Jameis to throw it. And a quick throw here, that's complete. And he's brought down. 1:58 to go in this first half of play. We'll come back to Tampa after this timeout. A first down throw for Winston. He's going to leave this for his running back. It's complete. Takes this to the 32, maybe the 31, defensively rallying to the ball after the nice move. It's a gain of 5, and it'll make it second down. The play fake. Winston. The swing pass caught. And he's into the end zone. Touchdown, Buccaneers. O.J. Howard, his 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Buccaneers here finding a way to stretch their lead. Now Folk for the extra point. And it's good to make it 14-0. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. And now out come the Steelers. Already down 2 touchdowns here in the first half. This becomes a pretty important drive, doesn't it?
It certainly does, and a lot of teams script plays. We know that, right? They have a script to start the ball game, and typically those scripts go between 12 and 24, 25 plays. Down 2 touchdowns early, probably not very deep into their script. I think that they'll stay with it. I don't think they'll abandon it just yet and try and generate some offense on this drive.
Anything. At least 3 points, get that 0 off the board. Going for the deep ball. He couldn't quite hold it. Got hit. Ball pops out. Incomplete.
This defense is not going to make it easy for you. They're a physical group, and we just saw it there on that play. He came in, made the contact, just as he's trying to haul it in.
Here we go. Let's round.
Throwing again on 2nd and 10. Marshall escaping the pressure right. So the long attempt falls innocently to the ground, and it brings up 3rd. And the Steelers on 3rd down. They've hit 4 of 7. This is 3rd and 10. From the gun, Marshall. Dancing to his left. Oh, you saw that one coming. It's intercepted. Thrown back across his body. Picked up on Levante David. And it's a terrific return here as he's going to have him set up with a 1st and goal right at about the 6-yard line. That's now his 2nd interception in as many weeks from his linebacker position.
And think about all the different techniques he has to employ in a passing situation. Is he spot dropping because it's zone? Is he picking up man-to-man? Is he having to run with a running back or a tight end? In any event, great eyes, head on a swivel, and excellent hands.
Yeah, versatility and showing those hands. Now a handoff as they run left side. And he'll get this one back to the 5-yard line, but no further than that. And the Steelers signal for another timeout. So that means they're down to 1 remaining here as we head toward halftime. And now here's a carry heading left. And he'll get him a bit closer as he's down to the 2-yard line. And now we're going to get a timeout here called by the defense. And with halftime on the horizon, they'll be out of timeouts from here forward. The line of scrimmage is the 2 here on 3rd and goal. They'll run it now out of the gun. So on 4th down, out comes the field goal unit for Todd Bowles. From the left hash, he'll have to cut this at a tight angle. And the 11-year veteran bangs it through. And the lead will grow. It's now 17-0. So after the pick, they can't capitalize for 6, but they do get 3.
And I know in this situation, most of us want to focus on the offense. You know what side of the ball I played on. Let's give that defense a lot of credit. Taking it over in a sudden change situation and shutting them down.
And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. The Steelers offense now, they get ready to head back on the field. And what do you think goes on here in this situation? If you got the football, you're trailing, you're back in your own territory with just a little time. Do you try something?
You're thinking about jump-starting your team, right? You just mentioned it. They're down. They're trying to get back into the game. But you got to figure if something goes wrong, you may put yourself in a spot where you may not be able to come back in the second half. Managing risk, this is a big decision here.
And he'll be brought down right at the 30 here. 5 yards on the catch there, brings up second down. They're going to need to get up and set in a hurry. Looking to throw on second down. Marshall. And no escaping this time as he'll go down. They got him for a sack. Levante David in there to get him, and that's sack number 8 for him on the year. The Steelers on third down. They're at 50%, 4 for 8. This is 3rd and 16. The final shot before break. Marshall. So we reach half. Sorry, Larry, your hard work appreciated by so many men and women, but not today as we get back to the action in the second half. Both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. Out come the Buccaneers. They'll have it first to start in the third quarter. This is sort of what you would call a put-away drive, isn't it? They score here, especially a touchdown. It's almost out of reach.
It certainly feels that way, and I think that they're going to call their plays accordingly because what you really want to do, even though you know the scoreboard is still up there and the game's going to go on, in fact, you can take the spirit away from another team. That their drive and will to come back and win can be taken with another score right here.
It's still third quarter, but you just get that feel.
Yeah, they're teetering right there on the brink, aren't they?
He makes a wonderful play there off the corner, protecting his side of the field.
Oh, that reminds me of the great defenses of old, doesn't it? The Pittsburgh Steelers, Steel Curtain. They would not let you get on the field if you could only do one thing. You had to be a complete guy, and you had to be able to tackle.
Now, I know I've said this before, but you know I wasn't alive when the Steel Curtain was playing. I know them, but I just want to let you know I wasn't alive.
I'm going to keep peppering that in there, and one of these days you're going to think that you were.
He's going to float this one, and that's caught inside the 35. Touchdown, Tampa Bay. A big play there with his 19th touchdown, his second of the game. And the Bucs are going to add on to their lead. That's an early touchdown grab for last week's NFC Offensive Player of the Week. He was so electric, and they talked about it all week long. Have to try to contain it.
And now for him, being able to focus on the task at hand and not just immediately assume that last week it totally carries over, but you got to like the start that he has, showing those great hands that we've seen from him throughout.
Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. This is taken at the 3. And that is what you call a hit stick. Put down to the ground hard. Now we take a glance at the offense as they work their way back out for their first possession of the second half. They're down in this game. A chance for the offense, though, to put something on the board, get some momentum here in half 2.
Try and get things kick-started for them. And you know at the half, they discussed how they were going to get that done. This is where scripting comes into play a lot of the time.
How many plays do you script coming out of the
Most of the time in the first half, you're scripting 12 to 16. I think in the second half, you're really scripting more like 8 to 10. Kind of a starter or an opener, whatever terminology they use, just something to get you off to a quick start.
And now a first chance for the backup here to throw. Flush to his right. Bryant with a catch right side. And he's able to get out to the 32, brought down there. The reception good for 7. It's third down. He was out there waving his arms, and when you got a quarterback out of the pocket looking for any help, I guess waving the arms is helpful.
It certainly is, because you got to get his attention, because now you're in scramble drill. So everyone's adjusting their routes, finding open space, and he found the right spot for the completion.
On play action, it's Dobbs. Going deep here for Bryant. And it pops free. The collision there jarred the ball loose and brings up second down.
An attempt at a deep ball there. They didn't get it. But, boy, they're going to need a few of those to actually hit in order to get back into this game.
Good thing they do have a little bit of time here still left in the contest. Decent-sized deficit, but not one that they can't manage. So 2nd and 10 here. Off-play action. Marshall buying time to his, and he can't get rid of it. He's taken down. Quan Alexander able to drop him for a loss of 4. And I know it seems like we say this a lot in broadcast booths, but a quarterback can hold on to the football too long in these situations. I think he did right there.
Oh, I agree with you totally. Sometimes you have to understand situations. Get rid of the football, save some yardage to make it less to gain for the next down. Instead, he was so hipped on ball security, he held on to it and took a big sack.
Throwing on 3rd and long. Marshall going deep here for Bryant and almost picked off. I guess the good news for them now, it's 4th down. Another drive comes and goes, still nothing on the scoreboard.
Yeah, and when the second half comes, you know, it's real easy to get discouraged and wonder if you're ever going to get things started. You just got to fight through it. Got to keep pounding away.
Here's Drew Kaiser now. On for his second punt. He'd take a repeat of his first. They're indeed going for it as they look to throw. He's got a man. It's Mitchell. It's a big play that time on the fake punt. And on 4th and long, somehow they're able to keep the drive going. So after that big play, let's see if they can catch their defense maybe on their heels. And able to push his way forward here for a good little gain. It's a pickup of 4, and it'll bring up second down.
Not too many offenses want to turn down long drives, but when you're down what they are, they've got to pay it off with some points.
And a short gain there down to the 37-yard line. Just a 1-yard pickup on the play, and that's going to lead to a 3rd down.
The best defensive linemen, they play with great leverage so they can get low and not get bowled over by offensive linemen. They have excellent hands so they can throw people off on a play. We just saw a great example of a really good run stop by a guy playing the defensive tackle position.
And the trick play doesn't work. Good reaction there defensively, and it'll be 4th down.
Let's face it, if you want to get back into the game, these are the kind of throws you got to hit. He's wide open right there. Got to be able to get it to him, don't you think?
And those are the throws that haven't been available to them every time he's dropped a pass. Yeah, that's a big miss. And this is right down the middle as he puts it through. And the drive will wind up yielding 3. So he was struggling a bit, misses a couple, and he bangs a really long one through.
And, Brandon, doesn't it just figure? He'd had a few misses, as you noted, but his coach had confidence to run him back out there and let him bomb away from long distance. And this time, he puts it through.
And Tampa Bay trots out there now. And they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline, because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you scored points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there.
Winston now to throw on 1st down. Out to the left there and complete to Howard. And they'll take him down at the 31-yard line. A gain of 6 there on 1st.
Brandon, they didn't get everything they wanted out of that play, but the tight end did. And I don't mean it in a positive way. Great job of him holding on after absorbing that big hit.
2nd down now after the pass completion. From the shotgun, it's Winston. Looking for his running back, and he's got it. And he'll get it out near the 40 to the 39. It's a 7-yard gain there, and it's good enough to move the chains. First down and 10 now for the offensive group. They'll run it now out of the gun. And an alley to run. And he'll be taken down across the 50 at the 45 in enemy territory. 17 yards on the pickup there. The drive will continue. It's a first down. Defense showing blitz. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he's going to fight his way forward here for a modest gain. He'll get a nice chunk there on the first down run, and it's 2nd and 4.
Third quarter, and you've got the lead. You're not ready to go into that 4-minute offense to close the game out, but a running game can really benefit your team right now.
4 yards remaining now on 2nd down. Possible run anticipation. Here's the D-line sandwiches together. Second down, Winston. He's going to lock one deep over the middle. And both guys were there, but it falls incomplete.
Let's give this defense some credit now. They let the guys get downfield, but when push came to shove, they stood their ground, and now they'll likely force a field goal attempt.
Let's go now.
Here's Winston. Out to the flat. That's complete to his running back. And he is going to lose yardage here. That'll make it 4th down after a loss of 1. And never good on a pass completion there to go the wrong way. Lost yardage.
No, for some reason it seems to work better when you throw it downfield or you move the ball downfield running it that way, doesn't it? But in this case, if you're the defensive guys, you're energized, executed well, and you caused a lost yardage play. That's going to feel good and look great in film.
So the offense has it 1st and 10. They'll throw again. Winston. That is caught at the 7. And he will be brought down at about the 6-yard line. Another nice gain, 16 yards there, and a first down again. Two big plays in succession. Not sure this D knows what hit him, but now they got to get ready. It's 1st and goal. And now they'll run it here off tackle. And he's into the end zone for a Tampa Bay touchdown. A great effort there. His 17th touchdown now on the season. And the Buccaneers here finding a way to stretch their lead. On for the extra point is Folk. And that'll increase their lead to 28. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. This is taken at the 3. And he nearly broke that for more, but as it is, they'll start this drive at about the 37-yard line. And Pittsburgh getting set to take the field. And fortunate to get points on the board last time. They had to hit a really long field goal to do so.
The kickers in today's game are so good and so skilled and hit from distances that we almost start to take them for granted. And we can't do that. That's a long field goal that they got 3 points out of. They've got to feel good about that, and they better make sure they love him up because he's helped them out.
Yeah, now we'll see if that offense trying here for Bryant, and it's intercepted. Picked off by T.J. McDonald. Back now in Tampa. the interception. Winston. He's going to loft one deep left side here. So they took a shot on first down but couldn't connect. Fourth quarter, you've got the big lead. If you're coaching, Charles, you still taking shots like that downfield?
I'd be a little more concerned with running some clock and making sure you're taking care of the lead, because you keep flinging it around, you throw a couple of picks, you can put yourself in jeopardy.
Throwing again. Winston on 2nd and 10. He's going to flip that out to the flat. It's complete. Touchdown, Tampa Bay! A great play there. His second TD of the game and 18th of the year. And the interception by the Bucs D leads to a touchdown. Now Folk for the extra point. And he's been a busy man, 5 for 5 now as he knocks another one through to extend the lead. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. Now the Steelers offense gets ready to get back onto the field. And last time wasn't pretty. One play and an interception. We'll see if they can do better.
I want to see if they want to go ahead and throw the ball again now on this drive after what happened on the last one. Throw it on the first play. Give the quarterback some confidence.
See what happens. They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. He's going to let it go again. And he's going to be intercepted a third time. Picked off by T.J. McDonald. And they take possession of the football and have it at the 36-yard line.
Well, this defensive pressure has been constant all game long. The pass rush, the coverage, they've all been excellent, and now they'll tack on an interception here as this one continues to slip just further and further out of hand.
Play fake. Winston. He's going to float this one deep right side. So they took a shot on first down but couldn't connect. So incomplete on first. Let's see what second down has in store. Now the Steelers put a stop to the action with a timeout defensively. It's just their first. They'll be down to 2 remaining as we step aside here in the fourth quarter. Second down now after the incompletion. Shift together here from the D-line. And here comes throw number 1 for the backup QB. He's going to loft one deep left side here. And he bats it away, and it falls down incomplete.
Well, they decided to air it out a little bit on that play, take a shot downfield, but the coverage was really nice. Able to get a hand in and tip it away.
The Bucs on third down, 0 for 3 to this point. They could use a conversion. This is 3rd and 10.
Now let's go.
Off the play fake. Brewer. And this one is incomplete. Well, they haven't had a whole lot of success in the passing game here. Now in the second half, he's thinking, I guess maybe just take a shot deep.
I think you're right. Almost looking for a bailout, isn't he? Can my receiver go up and make a big play for me? Can I create a penalty downfield, maybe pick up an interference call and get that yardage downfield? Anything trying to get going again, but you're right. He definitely took a shot.
This is away and a very good kick angled for the sidelines. This one will sail out of bounds. It'll depend on the spot here. And the side judge says that went out at the 7-yard line. The Steelers offense now, they head back onto the field. And last time, one play interception. So this offense, they should be fresh.
That's a good way of putting it. And I can't wait to see what they decide to do with play calling. Because a one-play drive where you throw an interception, a lot of people would think the very next time out, run the football, don't give them a chance.
Maybe play action?
I think maybe you go play action, show your quarterback, get a little confidence in it, and let him fling another one.
And he's going to go down. Back at his own 5-yard line, it's a sack. Clinton McDonald able to use that strength and get him for a loss of 2. And they're behind the sticks here a bit now, dealing with a 2nd and 12. They'll try the right side with Bell. And he'll go down for a loss inside his own 5 at the 4. They'll lose a yard, and it brings up 3rd.
Brandon, with the last couple of plays for the offense not being good at all, my thought process as a coordinator, get the ball in the hands of my best player and see if I can salvage anything out of this drive.
Facing the prospect of a punt from their own end zone, they need some cushion. Let's see what they can do on 3rd down. They stay on the ground. This time it's Kamara. And the reinforcements come in as they're going to stop him behind the line. Losing 2 yards that time, and now it's 4th down.
I say the staff that's up in the booth, watch. In the game, they may want to file that one away. See how fast the free safety closed to make that play? Might want to check into a throw the next time.
Here's Drew Kaiser now. On presumably to punt, though he did complete a pass earlier. And he gets it away, a directional kick going toward the sideline. And the punt goes out of bounds. Where will they put it? They'll put it just inside the 45-yard line. Here comes the Tampa Bay offense now heading back out onto the field.
And I would say they went 3 and out last time, but actually they didn't even get to 3 and out. Still a strange decision to us here in the booth.
Yeah, let's hope they don't go 1 and out, but maybe, possibly, let's try and think with them here. Try and play field position maybe, turn the ball over, put it in the hands of their defense. Who knows?
You're a nice man.
That is incomplete.
Everything about that play tells you about today's NFL offenses and what they're asking out of running backs. You can't just be a guy who can run the football. You have to be able to catch it as well, and he didn't get that done on that play.
Unable to connect on the first down pass play. Now it's 2nd down. From the gun, Winston. And running with power here. Oh, he got position on him, and he pulls it in. A very solid gain of 27. They have the nice cushion. They just want to pour it on right now, still throwing the football.
And I know my background says, why do you need to do this? Just go ahead and run out the clock and get a win. But as many people pointed out to me, it's a video game, man. Go ahead and put the numbers up. Sportsmanship, not an issue.
Exercise those fingers. On 1st and 10, Winston. Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back, complete. And heavy contact. He is knocked down hard at the 16. Another nice gain, 13 yards that time, and another 1st down. So the offense lining up 1st and 10. From the red zone now, Winston. It's caught by Jackson. And now they're inside the 10 as he's brought down at the 9. A good pickup there. 8 yards on the first down completion.
When you see zone defense and you know you've got a drag route on as your primary call, you've got to be really careful as a passer about how far you let your guy go because he might wander into some tough coverage.
Jameis again. And that is, I think he caught it. He did, but they'll say out of bounds. It'll be incomplete. Mike Evans, the one he was looking for. And it's 3rd and short.
Not too many missteps in the red zone thus far. He was going for his 5th touchdown pass. His man couldn't shake free there, but boy, you know he's going to take another shot before this one's over.
Yeah, exactly, because you know 3 is good, 4 is excellent. You get 5. That's a whale of a game. A loss of a yard, and it brings up 4th. Time for a break. This one, all over but the shouting. We'll finish it after this. And with things looking pretty good on the scoreboard, they're going to keep the offense out there and go for it here on 4th. Again, it's Winston. Fights free at the 5. And it is incomplete. Boy, it looked like he had it and dropped it. And this Steeler defense able to come up with a stop. So they were really trying to put the nail in the coffin there already with this lead here in the 4th, but they didn't get it.
Guaranteed it's not going to be a fun handshake in the postgame, right? You just know that there's going to be some bad blood there. And I know if we go to the postgame press conferences, the winning coach, you know what he's going to say, why he did it? We need the points, okay? Because you never know at the end of the year if points are going to come into the tiebreaker if we're trying to get into the playoffs. That's always the standard justification.
He'll wind up losing a yard on the play, and that'll bring up a 2nd and 11. Now they'll try to sweep with Bell. And he'll go down for a loss inside his own 5 at the 4. And now the Bucs deciding to take a timeout defensively. It's just their first. They've got 2 more to use here in the final stages. They'd like to avoid punting from their own end zone so they could use something here on 3rd down. A give to Bell. And he'll take this forward only up to about the 7. Give him 3 yards there as that'll take us to 4th down.
We often talk of situational football. Let's just call it team football. The defense did their job, got off the field, brought the punting situation, so they're turning the ball back over to their offense. You think those guys will get along very well right now? Of course they will. Defense helped the offense. Now it's their turn to take it downfield.
Boy, and now they can't even get a play off. They were already backed up. Now they're backed up further.
I think they were being so careful to make sure all assignments were covered that they ended up running themselves out of time.
Here's Drew Kaiser now as the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. And boy, again, they won't get this off in time. Here's Drew Kaiser now as he's on to punt for Pittsburgh. So a short drop, but he's able to get it out, and this is a good kick. That's taken it around the 40. A good return there, 17 yards. And control of the football, switching hands here with very little time remaining in this contest. And with the play clock winding down, we're going to get a timeout. That'll leave them with just one remaining in this fourth quarter of play.
Check three. Single. Ready. Let's go.
They're looking to throw this. Winston. Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back. Complete. Now before this second down play, we'll get whistles and a timeout. That'll be their third and final stoppage here as we step aside. And the D-line pinching together must be expecting the run. Now a second down throw for Winston. He's going to loft one deep left side here. And that'll be incomplete with just 6 seconds left on the clock.
One thing I know from experience is that when the deep ball is thrown and you're the defender, you've got to fight that little bit of panic that emerges. You've got to play the ball really well. It's a 50-50 jump ball play. And guess what? They took a shot. How are you going to win it? And in this case, they've managed to get it done.
The Bucs on third down. A pretty woeful 0 for 5 thus far. Here it's 3rd and 2. Now Winston. He's going to sling this deep. And this is taken in at the 5. And he gets it all the way down inside the 10 to the 5-yard line. And Charles, I think when the schedule comes out, all teams, no matter where they're predicted to finish, talk about protecting your home turf. They were able to do that here in this one.
Similar to a tennis match, right? Not letting them break your serve. That way you hold on to it. They got it done, and they feel very good about that victory.
So for the Bucs, they keep on rolling 10-0 now to start the year. And they will hit the road next week to take on the Cincinnati Bengals. Meanwhile, for Pittsburgh, it's a bit of a setback as they drop to 6-4 now. And they'll be off to Oakland next week for a date with the Raiders. That'll do it for